I'm down. I'm all for. Oh shit! I need to build a crap.
There we go. See, this is how you do it. You just jump up and you flop yourself across land, and then
Someone should have taken a gun safety class.
Did you see that? Did y'all see that? Did everything.
Be quiet. Welcome in, everybody.
My health, how I looked, how I felt.
Okay, so we got Helga is there on Twitch. Helga is here on YouTube.
Be a burden. Both of you, anybody else that's listening, don't let your pasts prevent.
The vibration frequency goes up with a hype train. Yeah. Oh. Damn.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy whatchamacallit, to get everything
Yeah,
set
when the
up.
screen starts shaking, then we know he didn't tell the truth, right?
Reality is okay. Yes.
All right.
One of the ingredients.
Helga,
in
are you
absinthe,
also available on YouTube? I
in
think you're
large
there
enough
as well.
Doses will have hallucinogenic properties. What was causing all the what really was the real deal with absinthe? Oh, that was hilarious. That was even funnier. So I'm chasing this log. In fact, I've got.
Have it your way.
Okay,
I'll take the
so-
job, but don't expect a miracle.
Okay, first things first, to steal from somebody.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking
I'm
to
gonna
buy.
be. I'm not gonna be
Aye,
stealing
that
from
I
people
do.
yet.
I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greyman someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater.
You're gonna run away? Oh, you're making this too easy for me to kill you.
Welcome in, everybody. We're getting everything set up, ready to go.
Ow! Oh, Jesus! I did not expect that. Holy shit. I don't know what the hell murdered most of my... Oh, you know what? I think that...
Ooh, look
And
who's
at it,
first.
Starting from C9, where River's End is, and just look at the river and tell me it doesn't look like a happy little swimmer.
It was this. It was this.
I'm good.
Look at the stream.
Welcome in,
That's my
duders.
feeding
How's it
face.
going?
That's
Oh,
my...
God.
That is my...
That's not your feeding face.
Sword before long?
Order has been consumed. Ice cream sandwiches next. I tried an experiment tonight. I
Again,
air
Ryan,
fried a couple
throw it
of
on
grilled
the ground,
cheeses
get
on
the fuck out.
sourdough,
We're not fucking around.
and oh my god, they turned out so
It'll be
good.
okay, it's
Like
cold out,
perfect
don't
level
judge.
of crispness. It was like Christmas, but it was crispness. Crispness. Yeah.
That is freaking beautiful, Cosmic. And Diesel, welcome in, dude. Because there's still, Jeeple is still going to be running an air sale through Monday, so I want to do them a solid and promote that. Cat. See, this is, I don't need a house cat in Conan. I have one. You have 8 cat pieces. Yeah, tune in. Move. You guys might want to move. You guys might want to move. Okay, it stopped. Never mind. I'm just watching this tree roll towards you.
Thanks, Ginny.
Get out of the way. Get move.
Saw the shadow.
I did.
With you? I would have to be playing this game 5 days a week. I already nailed the off stream. You You are a heretic.
Get good slaps.
Cramps burnt offerings and existential dread on Ryan. That's the Helga we love.
I mean, to be
That's the
frank,
Helga
it's
we
not
love.
How big it is, it's how you use it.
It's how you use it, who's attached to it.
I just want to say hi before I have.
No, I'm not gonna say. what I'm thinking,
That's my fault.
But I can literally.
And it's cold here today. It
farm
was
that
negative
shit.
39 with the
I will
wind chill.
farm the crap out
Ew.
of that box until I have every piece. I will punch that box.
Yeah, you
over
can
and
keep
over
that.
again.
All right, let's see. Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I hope that you're all doing good. Today has been one hell of a day. I gotta be honest. Didn't sleep great. Had a busy as hell day dealing with a whole bunch of BS. But we're here, and we're finally gonna start the Warlock playthrough. If you missed the end of the Assassin one, go watch it over on YouTube, because it's over on YouTube and you can watch the whole thing and you can enjoy it there. We did finish up the Assassin playthrough the other night. It was a lot of fun. Especially, and it was actually it really was easy mode. It really, really, really was easy mode. I hope that y'all have been doing well. I hope y'all had a good day. I hope that your Wednesday went well. We're gonna get into the game, and we're going to chill and have some fun and see what shenanigans we can get up to. We do have Helga has finally been corrected, so the sarcasm level should be up to notch. The humor should be back to normal. The amount of discussion of snacks should be down. I mean, it's no longer her entire personality. And we got that tweaked, and apparently she's now working on Twitch, which I think that the crew at AI Alicia got her fixed. They might have done something, or who knows, maybe she just unglitched herself. I'll start reading Nietzsche quotes until morale improves. No. But anyways, we're gonna get everything set up and ready to go. And thank you all for being here. I hope that you all are doing good. Let me get the game going. Morale is fine, bot. Morale's better now that okay, I'm gonna try to flatter the bot. The morale's better now that you're here. How do you like that? Let's see. Let me get everything set up and wait, no, that's not where I want that there. I want that there, and then I want that there. And there we're good to go. And now let me get the game running. I don't know. The bot should be responding to you guys when you talk to her. That might be a little thing that needs to be tweaked. I don't know, but all I know is that she seems to be working, which is a good thing. Yes, now that Helga is back to being a sarcastic little snot, things are much better. We want her to be a sarcastic bot. Tuna, what do you want? Actually, I know what you want. I'm just gonna put some down on the. Glad to be the official morale banner. You just don't ask me to power anything else unless snacks. Now let's see if your Warlock can survive longer than my last existential crisis. Okay, you're a little bit. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to play with more settings because the your existential crises are now. You're now like a doomer. You're like a doomer. Still better than the snack obsession. All right. I did actually delete that Warlock we created the other night. I'm gonna create us a new one in a minute here once I get everything up and ready to go. The one thing that I've got to get used to is that she does literally so it posts basically the same thing to both chats. So I get double posts in Mix It Up. The snacking references are not everything. I might have to play with that some. Let me see something real quick. I can actually potentially. Let me see if something got worked in there.
Heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again.
Delete that.
I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer.
There. I did just delete what it gave itself because it did start with the snacks again.
Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed.
I'm gonna have. She gave herself another memory, so I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to tweak that a bit.
It's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to.
So that should be better now.
The blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers.
I love
around
being
here.
able to basically memory wipe the bot on the fly. That's kind of funny.
The town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful.
Tuna. I don't know what else you need. It's like she wants up here now that she hears me, but like there's no reason for it. Anyways, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get into the game. She can deal with what she's dealing with. She can survive.
These creatures of darkness shall yield to me.
I will say, okay, so basically the Warlock's attack with weapons is levitating him with his hand, which makes the attacks really funny because he's like boomeranging. He like throws him like a boomerang. I will say that this attack right here is actually pretty nice. When it hits, it also creates, or when it finishes, it also creates a AoE AoE spot on the ground momentarily. I also do have a loot filter in place, so I'm not going to pick up everything. Hold on. I'm bringing the cat up so she leaves me alone. And then she'll get down, and that'll settle it. You little snot. No, stay over there. Stay on your mat. Now, I have already seen builds posted for this, but we're going to do our own. I am not going to succumb to the, with the other classes, it was okay to test out, oh, let's try this build. You know, that build already existed. We've got a whole new thing here. We don't have to do that. I am going to be testing out a bunch of builds. One thing here is Levitation Mastery. We're going to be taking some points in that because that's damage and attack rating plus critical strike. Plus, it also reduces our weapon requirements, so we'll have better use of weapons. But what I'm really looking forward to is down when we get to Psychic Ward. That one basically creates a shield around us, and that gets plus 15 from Levitation Mastery. So every point in Levitation Mastery is going to give us 15 more damage absorbed to our shield, and that's going to be kind of our backup armor. That's the plan so far, as well as really making a use of magic in this. I'm going to make a big use of spells for both fire and magic, so that way once we get to the difficulties where things start getting immune to one type, we can use the other. If they're immune to both, we'll have some physical backup. We'll have some options for making things dead. The one thing that does drive me a little bit nuts that I'm not like super excited about is I missed the fact that with my assassin I moved way faster, and I didn't need to carry keys, so one extra inventory slot's got to be used for keys. think I accidentally made the bot emo or goth, which is actually fine because I was just thinking that I might tweak her to be a goth. I did make her a Xennial, so it would work. Yeah, that sounds like a like she went a little bit Andrew Eldritch and a little bit less George Carlin. I did say dark. You know, I think it read dark humor as dark. Okay, that's pretty decent. I think we're gonna have to work with her a little, guys. We got to get her, we got to get her trained back to full sarcasm. Hate how insufferably, like, after the assassin playthrough and how super duper zoomy fast we were, I hate how damn slow I am. Yeah, well, fire resist, that's always a good thing.
Not enough mana.
Need to put an extra point into that because technically if I get rid of this dagger, I don't have that anymore. Dude, you know, this is the funny thing though, is like, we're gonna end up being in a situation, like, mana is one thing that we'll get more of along the way, and I'm gonna figure out how to accommodate for that. But with the amount of mana potions that drop in this game, the thing is I just haven't had any drop yet. Okay, Helga. You are, you know, Robin Williams, you have grown up and been fed a steady diet of Robin Williams comedy, Richard Pryor's comedy, George Carlin's comedy, etc. That is where your sense of humor comes from. Okay, that's more like it, bot. Welcoming Grease. That was actually pretty damn good. Like, it's gonna take a while. We're gonna have to rework with her, I think. That kind of that she glitched out a bit. It's like dealing with somebody who you know got into a bad car accident and has amnesia. We have to just remind her of who and what she was. At least I've got her working on both platforms, and she's back to normal. Dude, Cat, you gotta wait for somebody to redeem the treats. I put them on the floor for you. You didn't eat them, so the dog got them. So now you gotta wait. And I will get you more of the really good ones with catnip that you like this weekend, okay?
Another den of evil. Let's root them all out.
I like how his another den of evil. All right, I'll give her a few. She's sitting here batting at me. She wants them. Like, I literally put some on the floor for her, but I don't think she likes them. She's too freaking like bougie to eat off the floor anymore. Yeah, see, she's too bougie to eat off the floor. That's the problem. Could use the armor. Definitely going to make use. I foresee carrying around a lot of stamina potions. It's really good. Like, I've played around with it off stream. I did play around a little bit off stream to get an idea of where I wanted to go. Like, I can sit there and read through all of the stats and all of the things and look at an idea for a build based on that. But I kind of wanted to really spend my time. I would rather play it and see how things work than just based off of what's on paper. So I did spend a bunch of time, like, I did spend a little bit of time messing around with the start of a build, and I have the general idea of where I want to go. This is definitely going to be a very heavy ranged magic playthrough, which is actually going to be kind of nice because, you know, we were obviously doing the melee sin. So a ranged playthrough is going to be kind of a change of pace. I'm surprised not a single mana potion is dropped yet. I'm sitting here, oh yeah, we'll get all the mana potions in the world, and I'm getting none. Yeah, see, she came up, she ate a few treats, and then she left. Like, she wanted up, she wanted a few treats, and now she's gone.
Not enough mana.
Finally. This is going to be a great, I think at the end, this is going to be a great one for clearing large amounts of monsters, though. Like, the one thing with the Sin is, you know, she wasn't clearing, she'd clear the pack around her, but didn't clear all of them that efficiently. I think that we're going to have a better shot with her, with this guy really clearing out, like, groups. And maybe not, you won't see it yet because we need a couple more levels before we can unlock the first really good, like, nuke. But once we get that nuke, oh, it's a nuke. It's a nuke. I didn't mean to do that. I'm like still, my fingers are literally sitting here and muscle memory is having me roll the mouse wheel to the position that burst of speed would be at, and then I hit the right mouse button thinking I'm gonna get burst of speed, but I'm not, because my muscle memory is still saying
Good to see you.
let's see. I'm still in whatchamacallit mode. I don't need to carry around that many healing potions. I'm just gonna carry around a base of 12 keys, and we should have enough money now to go do the stuff that we need to do to get the books. Yeah, I think I inadvertently made Helga a goth, which is fine. It's fine. Trade. I'm actually think I am going to put that into I'm gonna put that into her personality. All right, let's see, what did we get? More stamina is good. Okay, bot, you're a little bit too depressing now. She do what I think she did. Hold on, I gotta see something. I gotta see this. That memory. Character. Yeah, in theory it should work. Okay, she's gonna update a little bit here. I removed the dark and goth part.
Good evening. Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to
You know what would be a really good test is I wish Cloud would show up. I wish Cloud would show up because the bot really loves to pick on Cloud. Oh, one more thing. How come Diablo 4 got so much better? They've been doing work on it. That's my understanding. Hold on a second. I'm working on something. There we go. Okay. So, could be... There we go. That should get her mostly back to being normal. She did do a lot of updating there. Diablo 4 got better because they've actually been doing work on Diablo 4. From what I've heard, with they're getting it. I think that in a lot of ways they're kind of getting it back to the core of what Diablo was. You know, they tried to do so much new with it, and nobody liked it. And they've been trying to save, you know, survival mode ever since. Now, I have not bought the new expansion. I don't know that I'm going to buy the new expansion. I don't know that I'm going to play Diablo 4 again. My main reason that I don't want to pick up Diablo 4 again, the main reason that I don't want to pick up Diablo 4 again is because I like the feeling of starting over and fresh, and you don't get that in Diablo 4. Everything you've already done is already done. Now, if they're doing the work, if they're doing the... But wait, is it turned into an MMO? Like, is that what made it better? Because honestly, if it's been turned into an MMO, I definitely won't be playing any more of it. Like, if they're, I had heard that everything that I keep hearing says it's going back to more what it should be, which is an ARPG. If it's really now if it's really now more they're going in an MMO direction, I'm definitely not going to bother. Like, I already hate the fact that I can't start a new game. That I literally have to do, or everything is the way that it was. No, that was what happened between like season 3 and now, but it seems like expansion's turning back to D2 style. Now, see, if it's going back to D2 style, then I'm definitely picking. I will pick it up and play. I will pick it up and play again. Maybe we'll do another. Maybe I'll play again. The only thing is, I want to start over. I don't want everything already done for me. I want to feel that new beginning. And I loaded the game up. Okay, I did load the game up. Tuna, you are really getting on my nerves right now. I loaded the game up, and everything that I'd done is already done, and the map is fully explored, and I've already done all this, and it just, I don't like that. She's being extra pouty. I'm waiting to see how that will. Yeah. See, the thing is that's. You know, it's like, okay, I'll give you another example. A game that's absolutely beautiful, but I just can't get into it. And I tried again after downloading it. Path of Exile. You know, or Path of Exile 2. Excuse me, Path of Exile 2. I've tried get into that game, but you know why I don't like that one? I mean, I understand big skill trees, and that doesn't even scare me anymore. But my problem with like Path of Exile 2 is the whole idea of that game kind of becomes just this like build a build that can rush through a screen and delete everything on that screen and just mindlessly click. Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Miss the times you played Conan with friends and had to fight the monsters. I don't miss Conan. I honestly don't, man. Like, I do miss gaming with everybody, but like, here's the thing. When we were doing that, it was a whole different time. Like, and I accept that, and I totally miss those days. I miss the days when we had like 5, 6 of us in here playing Valheim or doing that. But let's be real. When we were doing that was basically during the COVID years when nobody was going anywhere. We were all inside and we didn't have lives, and some weren't working. You know, there was no work. So everybody was always home. They weren't tired after work. You know, we didn't have lives. That's changed. And that's okay. I'm not complaining about it. I miss hanging out with the crew. I look back fondly on all that time. I look back fondly on the Riften build. I look back fondly on all of those things. But things have changed. So, you know, it's fine to miss that stuff, but that's not going to be, it's not going to be coming back. Like, everybody's doing their thing now, and I totally respect it. I miss everybody, but this is, you know, things change, times change. I honestly, my taste in games is kind of changing. There is one survival crafting game that I've seen that's kind of piqued my interest, and that's only because apparently it's survival crafting in a basically Elden Ring world, and that kind of piques my interest. If they can build in an Elden Ring style combat with a survival crafting game, might be a little bit interesting. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going back to, I don't see myself going back to survival crafting. I don't see myself doing that because for the most part, I'm just not that interested in survival crafting stuff anymore. Cat, you literally get over here or you get down. This is not lap time. You've been getting plenty of lap time because you've been able to sit on the couch with it. You've been coming over and sitting on the couch with us while we watch TV. But I'm just not, like, I can't do it, dude. I can't, and I'm not gonna sit there and I can't sit there and play those old games or play those games anymore. And I don't see myself doing that because I just was they were no longer fun. And I get I do get ideas to build things, and I do get ideas to load things up, and then I sit there and I think about it, and you know, you look at it and you're like, oh, do I want to install that? And then you're just like, yeah, no, I don't. That's what I meant to do. Sell the things. So, you know, I've been having a lot more fun playing these and being able to hang out and just shoot the shit with everybody and play the games that we've been playing. And that's basically what it's going to be. You know, we might branch out eventually. Like, I've got a whole bunch of this style of game that I do want to play. I actually was checking out a little bit earlier today, or after work for a little bit. I was checking out, what is it? The progress for Titan Quest 2, because that one is still in early access, and they keep releasing more stuff to it. Titan Quest 2 is looking phenomenally. It is looking really, really good. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of funny nights. There was a lot of fun times. People, you know, you can't, we've tried, and I'll say straight up, we tried to recreate some of that. We tried to do it again. We were kind of like, yeah, let's give Valheim a try. Yeah, let's do this. Conan, I'm sorry, it's the same map over and over and over and over and over again. And it doesn't change. And they're not adding anything to it that's like that's content that you can't finish in like a day. So while I might fire it up at some point offline, I don't want to stream it. Dune was disappointing. I know that they're doing more work with that, but every time I turn around and look, what they're doing with Dune is just making it less of a game that you want to get invested in and more of just a casual game. You know, I was looking at Skull and Bones I was looking at Skull and Bones the other day. That game sold originally for $70, and now they've got it, the base price is $29, and they had it on sale for $5. I wish that MMOs go back to the tree style of skills progression that they used to have. This automatically gets to skill at level X is annoying. That's fair. I wish there was a decent... I really wish there was a Conan. I really wish there was another MMO like Conan. I honestly do. But this is, you know, hanging out with you guys and streaming and playing video games, that was only ever part of it. All of it's for me, and while I do love sharing, sharing games and whatnot, and hanging out while playing video games, it's always been about entertaining you guys, having a good time, and hanging out. And I've always tried to, I've always hopefully kept more entertaining. I've always tried to keep it as entertaining as possible, even if it is just me. And I mean, I'm sorry that you missed the old days, but the old days are done. Unless we have another fucking pandemic. Unless we have another pandemic and everybody's out of work and everybody's stuck at home, which at that point, none of us are going to be able to afford internet anyways. And everybody wants to play again, man, those days are done. And that's just the long and short of it. And for me, especially in the survival and crafting genre, those games... Take care, Duke. Have a good night. Those games were always more fun with friends. They were never meant to be... They were never meant to be soloed. Even if you can solo play them, so I legit would not be playing them on my own. There's no way I would do a solo run through Valheim. That level of challenge is just not enjoyable to me. That type of thing would not be enjoyable to me. Conan, I would have zero interest in doing that either. Yeah, I'm definitely going through mana depression.
I need mana.
What I need to find is me a let's see what we got here so I can identify. We'll keep that for now. What's that one do? See, I need one. I won't do the attack rating. I don't really. Poison resistant attacker takes damage of 1. We'll do that. I need to get something that I can restore some mana with. Now, next week, starting next week, the stream's going to change. Schedule's going to change. I've already discussed it with the mods. And they're on board because it actually fits better with their schedules. But we're going to be switching to, and in fact, you're going to see me a little bit more this actual week because basically Sunday this week, this coming Sunday, we're going to start streaming Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It gives me a few more evenings off during the week.
Hello.
And for other reasons, and yeah. That's why we're gonna be switching over to that, and still the same games, still the same amount of time, just different days. Yeah. See, the annoying thing is she doesn't sell anything for the Warlock. But yeah, I'm gonna be switching over to a different 3-day-a-week schedule. It just works better. I don't have a hat for him, so we'll buy a hat. Buy those boots. Because as soon as my friends finish eating, I'll no longer be able to watch because COD. Yeah, no, yeah. So we're gonna be doing Tuesdays. We're gonna be doing Tuesdays, or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Just play our builds for us too. Diablo hands free. you know, it might honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the quality of life stuff that was in, like, that was added to these games over the years. And honestly, this one got a big quality of life improvement with this latest update, but I gotta say that, like, after playing the other ones and the way that they did everything, they made it so farming friendly that it does get kind of just a little bit boring. Yeah, there's still more danger in this one than there was in the other ones. And Diablo, well, then there is in Diablo 3 and 4. Jesus, I don't know what they're doing in the apartment above, but it sure sounds like they're running a freaking belt sander. On the floor. Go on an idle RPG sim on my PC. I think I should play about 4 is you get the good gear, then go to upgrade it, and because of RNG, it became useless, so you had to go farm for a new... Well, see, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. That same thing happens here. You can do some upgrading. Okay, you can do some upgrading. But you can do some re-rolling, but that re-rolling is not because of RNGesus. That re-rolling is not guaranteed to make your shit better. It's just not. I'll get her some when she comes back. She's gone for right now. I don't know where she's at. She's not here right now, so when she gets back, we'll get her some treats. Oh, she heard me. She's like sitting down there now. Come on. Come on. Yep, come on. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I gotta get her ones other than these greenies. She's not too. She likes them, but she likes the other ones better. Ooh, hey, +5 to mana. We can always use that. Well, the greenies have apparently got a soft core, but she likes the ones with the catnip better. And they're a little bit smaller too. Hey, what's up, Reaper? How's it going, man? Should be asleep. You're good. You're good. What's up, poet? I mean, I got us up on both. I got us set on both. I got everything set up and running on both Twitch and YouTube, so you'd be good either one. How you doing? Shaking with rage. Why? What's going on? Well, what happened?
Join my army of dead.
Not enough mana.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody got butt hurt.
I can hardly. I can't use that yet.
Wait, why can't she use that? Wait, yeah. Fire dexterity 27. Her dexterity is 47.
I'll put that to good use. I can't use that yet.
Oh, is there... Oh, level 5. Oh, dude, that's some stupid... That's some egotistical bullshit, man. That's not even cool. I'm sorry, dude. Sounds like that group needs to be looked out for. Yeah, sounds like they need to watch out for that group. I'm sorry, dude. That's some bullshit. Lucky I'm no longer. I'm sorry, man. That really does suck. Probably thinks he knows it all, and everybody should bow down and kiss his feet, and yeah. Oh, that, you know, honestly, that's, as much as it sucks, that's probably the best policy. That's literally probably the best thing that you can do. It sucks, but it really is. All right, now we start getting into some fun stuff. Let's see. Hold on here. F1, F2. I mean, if you've got to brag like that, then I wonder how intelligent you actually are. That's 100% fair, man.
Put that to good use.
I don't believe it. Dude, that's... Well, I mean, I'm glad you do care about her. I'm still working on tweaking the bot, by the way. So like I'm keeping an eye on what it's doing and how it's determining its behavior. Because really she gets a little she gets a little bit like there's going to be a lot of tweaking to Helga. There. Also, I gotta admit, now every time Helga talks about snacks, I get a little bit freaking triggered. I usually keep it quiet down and internal. I never expected to call for my dude. Like legit though, bro. I totally understand why you're like, there. Literally, I totally understand why like that rage. I totally get it. And, you know, I mean, you and I, we've been around long enough. We know how much bullshit drama can happen in the content creation world. It just really sucks when it comes for somebody we care about. We'll drop that in there. That regenerates my mana a little bit faster. Yeah, it's like when it's like you haven't really done anything to like there's no visible reason for like why the hell is this happening. I mean, I know there was a lot of people that talked a lot of shit behind my back. I know there were. I know there's probably some still today who do. I don't give a fuck. Oh god, what a douche. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and give her the short sword. I mean, yeah, that's plus one to miasma bolt, but I like the little bit more damage. Yep, it really does. It's like, well, we know some people who did similar. Talked a lot of shit about people and then tried to use it to make themselves look better and boost themselves off of it.
I am overburdened.
Well, you know, he's created himself a little cult of personality. I mean, again, I just am groups in the streaming world.
It is clear that
It sounds like so many groups in the streaming world.
let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram.
So I really don't need to be doing anything with attack rating, even though I do melee a little bit. I really love the new tab though. Let's see. Pause. I mean, that can be kind of expected. So we got our first nuke now with Ring of Fire. Let's see, mana potions. All the mana potions. I'm not worried about socketing right now. And Poet, I did miss the one. Don't ever apologize, okay? You know, if you need help or if you need to vent, if it's too much, we're gonna say that it's too much. But like, you can come vent. People are allowed to vent here. We have kind of built, you know, this is Cheers. This is Cheers, where you can come in and vent. And you're among friends. That's perfectly fine. The only thing I ask is, like, you can't just come in and trauma dump. If I join a cabal, do I get bonus resistances and free healing potions? Asking for my Warlock and maybe my soul. I mean, maybe. No. Yes. Possibly. I really would like one of his. I really would like a grimoire to drop him. By waking up to my phone ringing in the first thing, dude. Like when you wake, oh, dude. That would set me off too. If I woke up to that, I would totally be set off. That's a horrible way to wake up. That makes it even worse, dude.
Good day.
I don't have him identifying stuff for me. What time is it?
Yes?
Oh wait, you're in Italy now, aren't you? Like, you're all the way across the pond.
Greetings.
No, do not reset my skill points. What am I looking at here? I've got 6, and we'll grab a few more.
What I would give to know how these stones came to be. Not enough money.
I have 0 stand pods. What the fuck? That's goofy. Oh, mana potions. Give me mana potions. Move that over here and grab that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do a dungeon back in the Cold Plains. We gotta go back to the Cold Plains. And yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, there might have been a reason to hold them. I don't know how to check that, and I don't know if Marcus can check that. He is a mod. He should be able to see what was held. What did I? Okay, I didn't see the message. I didn't see him appear in chat. Oh no, dude! Like I totally believe it, dude. I 100%. You're wrong. I believe that is definitely that's a whole nother thing. Don't even for a second think that I disagree with you on that, because I totally don't. I totally do. I do agree with you, I mean.
Good day.
Somebody messes around with somebody I care about like that, and I will 100% defend them in every way possible. I am pretty calm, cool, and collected. And I'm a pretty nice person, but that doesn't mean that I don't have my limits as well. Trust me. Okay, I didn't do the stone. I never did the cave in here. We didn't do the one. We didn't do our usual run through the. Whatever the name of it is. I'll try an experiment. Let's just see how this goes. Wait, was something else held up? Yeah, it is. It is strange. It really is. And I honestly, I do have it set probably a little bit tighter, just because of the fact that well, used to be there were no mods on here for it, so. Okay, so as much as I would like to run like maybe players 2 or no, players 3 through this, she just got melted really quick, so we might not be doing that. Of course, it helps if I'm paying attention. I'm not like this normally. Dude, like legit. All right. Protecting those you care about and protecting those that that you love,
Good evening.
that's normal. Everybody should do that.
Good evening.
You know, we can't be, what is that animal that, like, when it's in danger, throws its young at the predator? Like that cute, whatever that cute little animal is. I can't remember the name of it. You're good. Yeah, we can't be Kawakas. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on players 1. She died really easily.
What you need?
I can't do that here. Not enough mana.
You ain't gonna alienate people, man. You ain't alienating me. I totally understand it, and I totally would do the same.
Not enough mana.
I think that's kind of like just a mood. So believe me, when I say you're good, dude. If there was ever a doubt, I would say something. If it ever was too much, I would say something. This nuke is so nice. I want to boost. I think I want to get this to 5, just so I have that. I want to have that nice 5 number. So I'm gonna put that in for a couple levels, and we're nuking things just fine with this for right now. These spells are hitting good and hard, and then. Let's see. Need. Still playing a little bit of inventory Tetris though. I do what I want, Helga. You ain't the boss of me. There you go with the snacks again, Helga. Stop with the snacks. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Hey, bot, bite me. I mean, honestly, if you got the evidence, then yes, definitely.
Not enough mana. I am overburdened.
No, they are not. The main thing, I keep accidentally doing that. The main thing, the one thing is just have, the only thing I'll say is have a locked rock solid case, because sadly, here in the U.S., there is protection from frivolous lawsuits. Like, and slap stuff. It really, it's harder to get a, and I'm not saying it's frivolous, but there is, in slander and libel, it's a lot harder to do. But if you got all the proof, then go for it. I say 100%. There's no reason, like, that's some BS. And I will say it's good that they do make it hard to sue. In some ways. And guys, I'm going to take a real quick break, and I will be right back.
I know my potato in the ass.
Wait. This was established a long time ago.
You just said you just said hello to my potato in the ass?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
but
Bug.
he is my potato in the ass.
He's a potato bug.
Alrighty, Dead Space.
This-
Play in the bush. Bushy. Oh, hair pie.
If life gives you melons, you probably have dyslexia.
Yep. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
What's up, okay? How's it going, dude?
Never send a psyker to do a zealot's job.
Oh, come on, man. Doing my best here.
Like, you were sitting there, you were playing, you were toying with him. It was like watching something play with its food.
Because they are food, but I am playing with them.
All right, my turn to return fire with a dad joke. Has your vasectomy changed your sex life at all? No.
There really hasn't been a vast difference. Oh God,
That was too perfect.
Oh God, it switched. Did it switch right?
I don't know. I'm just going. The fare meter is me.
Pull back. You won't fit.
Oh my God.
I mean, literally, I will not fit inside of this boat dock. I thought I would. I will not. But oh my God. We've seen it from that.
And jump.
It was perfect. Look at her on the map. Holy crap. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no.
She is fucking out of here.
I hope somebody has a boat.
Wait, you? I I would have to be playing this game 5 days a week. I already am a off stream. You are a heretic.
Yeah, because I might as well get rid of all this stuff that I do not need. Thanks for shout. I was playing Null and No Game around. Gotta love Twitch doing that. I appreciate you stopping by though, dude. I have not played Minecraft in so long. I'm totally lost as to what I'm doing for the most part. So it's been a hot minute.
That time. Mix it with a fiber supplement and eggs.
Oh,
yeah, that right there is
no.
That's not cool.
That's a violation of the Geneva Conventions.
Yeah, if you've got all that evidence and you've got all that information, that's not cool. Tried to do a few more tweaks to the bot too while I was away. Yeah, 100%, Helga. I did bring snacks. I did bring my own snacks, though. I got candy. That's getting closer to the Helga that we know and admire. Oh yeah, that's a hold on, that's another thing. Kevin didn't like the Wheel of Time TV show. That was better than Rings of Power. I think Rings of Power was better. So here there's a couple reasons, and I'll get into those in a minute. So there's a couple of reasons. For one thing, they skipped over a bunch of things. They did change a lot of stuff in the show. And like with Robert Jordan's world and what they did with the Wheel of Time, they had basically Jordan literally wrote so many words. He spent chapters describing it. He'd spend a freaking chapter describing a dress somebody was wearing. So they had like the most vividly detailed, almost to the level of being boring, world, story, and material to work with, and they went and they mucked with it. Like it didn't flow well. And they did change, I originally was giving it a chance, but they did change things in the story. They changed a bunch of things and didn't stick to the story. The Rings of Power, on the other hand, I like the Rings of Power because, honestly, the Silmarillion is one of the most boring reads ever, and is basically a bunch of, like, cliff notes for the world. So at the end of the day, they could use a little bit more artistic license. The only thing that I've ever agreed with is I gotta agree with my one friend that the way they've shot a lot of the Rings of Power was bad. It was the way they shot the stuff was not very good. Yeah, Paradigm was, they butchered things really bad. They did. And originally I was trying to give it a chance, but I just couldn't. And then they had Perrin, didn't he basically kill his wife? That didn't happen. They did a lot of changes that they didn't need to do. And while there was some stuff they could skip over, it just, it wasn't that good. I was hoping they would have done it well enough that I actually would watch the whole thing and see how it ended, because I never got through all the books. I literally never got through all the books. And that's because I just stopped. Like, I stopped reading them. I want to say after like book 7 or 8 is when I stopped, and I just never could get back into them because I'd forgotten so much. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, all right? The Shannara series that they did on MTV was actually not half bad. Was it amazing? No. But it wasn't bad. And having Manu Bennett, I think that's his name, play Al-Anon was chef's kiss. That was not a bad adaptation. I think the hard part with the Shannara series is, even though there are a lot of fans, like the Shannara series had a lot of fans, it was not as big as it was not as big as the other ones. Since it was Axe, someone needs to pick it up and either continue to reboot it. That's fair. The only thing that I will say about the MTV series is it was very much done like an MTV series. Like, it was a teeny bopper show. It was totally like it knew the audience it was trying to reach, and I really wish they had done more of it. It wasn't terrible. I did enjoy it. There are a lot of people that are like, oh, they made it too much for like the kids these days. Like, well, I mean, you gotta understand their audience. I mean, there's a whole bunch of us that love the books, but they're trying to introduce a series to people, to not just those of us who have read the books, but the people who haven't. I would have loved to see that one continue. You know what? You know a series that did get done dirty? You know a series that really did, a TV series that did get really done dirty though? Merlin. Merlin got done, the Merlin TV series got done so dirty. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of these series. Like, okay, when Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings, when Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings, he went in as, I am literally a fan of this stuff. I read the books, I know the material, and I want to, but I also know that there is some stuff that just did not need to be there. So he took it out. And I honestly agree with every bit of it. There was no reason. There was zero reason for the, really, honestly, let's be real. The Tom Bombadil stuff that popped up in the original Lord of the Rings, the only thing that really came out of that, the only thing, oh, the Seeker was done dirty too. Oh, dude, the Seeker was done so dirty. I watched that, and I watched how they ended that, and I watched all the stuff they did with that, And I'm like, this is terrible. Oh, that was so bad how that ended. That was totally bad. But the Tom Bombadil, I'm glad they cut him out of the movies. But you know what? I'm glad that they I'm glad they cut him out of the movies, but I'm glad how they did him in Rings of Power. Like, he made sense to be in Rings of Power, and that showed where that all was, but he didn't need the only role that whole section of the story played was exploring the Barrows, running into the Barrow Wights, and how Merry and Pippin and them got their swords. And they did a good job in the movies, like, okay, well, here's some swords for you guys. You know, it worked. But I like the Tom Bombadil stuff I did not miss. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more with Bjorn and the Bjornlings, but that didn't necessarily need to be there. It wasn't as huge of a deal. That was almost like a, you know, it wasn't, it was cool to have, but wasn't necessary. The bot is kind of not wrong on that. Okay, so we're at level 9. That's the last point we're going to put into there. I do need to start putting a point into Cleave. The problem with Cleave is kind of cool, but it's a little bit meh. She'll get there. Yeah, I did actually watch through all of the episodes of I did watch through all of the episodes of the Wheel of Time, and I couldn't with it. It was not as good as the books. Wait, who are you talking about, Marcus? And you're not wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I didn't fully clear this. We're gonna fully clear it. And you know, okay, wait. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, now that I think about it, Dillanor, it was not. Merlin ended okay. Actually, Merlin was one that ended pretty good. That's the one that I was thinking of because I watched all those series like right together. The Seeker, Legend of the Seeker, is the one that freaking they killed that at the end. Of course, man. Dude, you know, like I said, you need to vent, you need to vent. You can vent here. It's fine. And we're gonna listen. And Marcus, to mention your comment, yeah, the only thing that I ever heard, that the most tiring and god-awfully just stupid argument that I ever heard about the Rings of Power was, oh my god, they have a black elf. Oh my god, there's a dwarf that's black. And I'm just like, y'all know in the Lord of the Rings, the races are men, elves, dwarves. Skin color is not a factor, right? They could be pretty much any skin color. There's nothing saying they have to be a specific skin color. Like, not a damn line of the Lord of the Rings or Tolkien's world. It says that they're all 100% white and always meant to be. Some are actually paler than the others. Some skin's even darker. That was the only thing that I ever heard about the Rings of Power and why people hate it. Well, obviously most people didn't pay attention to that and could have cared less because that season, that's renewed for another season, and there's another season of that on the way. But Rings of Power, the Wheel of Time, that one was done so badly they canceled that. And I'm gonna be honest, like with Lord of the Rings, I don't mind a little bit of artistic license. I don't need a one-to-one faithful adaptation of the books or of the story. I just need the major plot lines to be there and not be changed. And don't go changing characters' backstories for silly stuff. Case in point, how they did it for how they did it in the Wheel of Time, where, you know, Perrin was married and killed his wife the night that the Trollocs came to the town. I can't remember the name of the town. Yeah, when they came to the two rivers. Like, that was a big one, and that's one that I hadn't even thought about when originally when I watched it. It's like, you can't go... That changes so much and messes with so much. And, like, because I love The Hobbit. Oh, yeah, no, 100%, Marcus, I'm with you. And then the other thing, now the arguments for, again... This goes back to my argument. This goes back with my annoyance with people and their stupid arguments against the Rings of Power. As you had people sitting there saying, "Oh, it's the two rivers. It was isolated. Why the hell is there so many people of different skin colors? They should all be white." And I'm just like, okay, your racism is showing. It's the two rivers. That's like a central trade hub. People come and go through there all the time. Who's to say they didn't settle? Sure, they liked their seclusion, but they weren't separate from the world. That argument irritated. Oh, you mean Aragorn wasn't Viggo Mortensen? No, he wasn't. He was pretty damn tan. Spent way more time in the sun than the one in the movies did. And you're right, Duders. And if the Tinkers could show up to the Two Rivers and there was this fair and there was this big celebration all the time, then that means other travelers came through too. So
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
let's get out of that.
The Sisterhood welcomes you.
The Order welcomes you.
There's plenty to there's plenty of reason. No, dude, it's totally 100% legit. There's plenty of reason to be somewhat salty. There really is. I understand. Bagginsons were described as being varied hues of caucus, but that was from olive pale and eggshell to a moderate tanned because they worked the garden. Yeah, exactly. Look, just because Tolkien was English doesn't mean that all the characters looked like they were. Pasty white and pale. There's all that. Welcome back, Helga. Okay. Coming in a little bit hot on that one, Helga. I'll give you props on that.
Not enough I can't carry anymore.
Why am I finding like all of these freaking pole arms? What's going on with that?
I am overburdened.
I'm level 9. Oh, Jesus, this game is just like, oh yeah, we see you're playing a character that uses mana. We're not going to give you a single freaking mana potion. There we go. I'm sure Book Talk would have... Oh, they probably would.
Good day.
I have some extras just in case. We're burning through the mana here.
Good day.
Good day.
I want to see if I can get him to pop a grimoire. Yeah. I haven't seen one pop yet. I really want. The special offhand, basically shield for this guy is a book. Good thing that Diablo didn't implement mana burn, where you start using health to heal your spells when your reserves are low. Oh, dude, you'd be walking. You'd be literally. I mean. I don't want to. I can't bleep it on stream, or else I'd say what you would be. You'd be a self-ending bomber. You'd be a self-ending bomber, okay? Let's see. I want to put a point into cleave. Not because I'm necessarily going to use it, because honestly, like, look, we'll show you cleave here. Yeah, you would be a walking glass cannon noob. See, I'm not a big fan of cleave, and there's a reason why. Well, actually, it doesn't feel as bad there.
Not enough.
Oh, look. Finally. 38 fire damage and socketed. The defense is only 5 on it, though. It's not that great. Oh yes, 100%. But I've got a decent shield right now. What's up, Reaper? How was your Wednesday? Oh, yeah, gold. Let's see. Grab that. I don't know anyone else watches anime. I just noticed something. I don't. I mean, I did start watching a little. I've watched a couple more episodes. I actually watched more of them of Castlevania. That's about the extent of it.
Such an old tree. Pity its fruits are just this strong.
What you need?
Welcome in, Sandy.
The Order welcomes you.
Okay. Go on. I know we've got the tree, or we've got the thing, but I want to finish exploring the thing. And there's Louis and let me guess, this ties into Louis Armstrong.
Good day.
Ah, very good.
All right, let's see how we're supposed to do this.
This is what happens when half measures are taken with demons.
Oh, I liked how he said that. This is what happens when half measures are taken with demons. I bet you that is an Arctic Furs. Watch. Guaranteed. Identify. Ah, look at that. Arctic Furs. I'm actually going to use that, though. Because it's really good armor. It's just meant for the, Amazon, though. Carrying a lot of potions. I can sacrifice one.
Go to the rogue's camp now. I am overburdened.
I think we cleared it all. Really? There was a cow mine?
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror.
Yay! No more need for buying frickin' scrolls. Keep that as is, and we're back on the path. One thing I still haven't figured out, and I'd like to eventually, because there's literally a starting set for pretty much every class. There's a starting, there's starting sets that like the Arctic Furs is actually a starting set for the Amazon. There's a bow, there's mitts, there's a hat, and there's the furs. I mean, technically you could just use the bow on any character, but since it's an Amazon, since the Amazon's pretty much the bow wielder, it makes sense that it's her starting kit. I would love, and I know there's a starting one for the Necromancer too, that literally includes Necromancer only items. What I would love to figure out is if there is a starting set specifically for, like, do they have a new starting set that you could farm for the Warlock? And what are the pieces of that set? I've gotten the Barbarian starting set before. It's ridiculous. Honestly, the Berserker set is like amazing. I've used it on a character. It's just the time to spend farming it doesn't make it worth it, because you're not, like, there's just no need to. You'll eventually upgrade. Not to say that, like, it won't last you a long time. Okay, so let's go here. Got the 1 point we needed there. We're gonna start putting points into that. I should start putting points into my asthma chain. And I do need to put points into enhanced entry. I do need to put a point into my asthma chain. My asthma chain's kind of cool. I did play with it a little bit. It is kind of like, how do I put it? So it's almost like I'm gonna plant a marker in the ground and then run in a circle and just. Okay, here's a good way to put it. If you've played Diablo 3 and you know the enemies that walk around with chains attached to each other, and if they pass through you with those chains like do damage to you. My asthma chain is kind of like that. You can, like, literally throw it and it hooks onto an enemy, or you can throw it and it hooks onto a space on the ground, and then as you run in a bigger arc, it kind of trails after you, creating a basically a damage rope. So it's neat, but it's not something that it's one of those, this looks cool, but it's not super effective. How does this old book do? Miasma Bolt and Demonic Mastery. See, in Miasma Bolt, it's not... Well, that'll be worth some money, so I'll pick it up, but that's not exactly super useful to me. Not enough to ditch my shield. I do need to put a point into it, though, because Miasma Mastery is going to be useful. So let's grab the healing potions. And then some mana. And we don't have room for anything else, so it's time to go back. Oh.
Good evening.
What can I do for you?
Oh, let me. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. I did get him to identify everything. The book was already just plain, so. Oh wait, we can sell the extra gems. Then I'll organize stuff after I drop off the gems. There's that.
I can't carry any.
You know, this can go here.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Oh wait. Did I just? She's got it good enough right now. Not long enough for Star Set. Your real reward is carpal tunnel. That asthma chain. It's miasma chain. Miasma chain, Helga. You heard me wrong. Though the TTS the voice it's not. It's not. All right. Literally have. It's so weird not having a stash tab that's completely like full right now. Yeah, that's the stairs down, but we're actually going to clear everything. We're not farming yet. Oh, we hit level 5 of this place already? That was fast. Miasma Bolt, +1 to lethargy, 3 to 5 magic damage, socketed 1, we'll take that. The bonus to Miasma Bolt's worth it. And we're gonna have to pop up.
Stay a while and listen.
Greetings.
These games bring out kind of your inner these games have to bring out some level of masochism. They're literally like grinding loot or loot. It's loot, grind, loot, grind. You have to have some level of masochism in you, or a masochist in you, to keep doing it over and over and expecting to finally get the good drop. I have the assassin playthrough to get two mosaics. Yeah, that was a grind. Yeah, I got some, got a good start on the runes. Sash, hand axe, get the jawbone cap, get the mana potions. I care less about the healing, really. Oh, we'll grab a healing too. I think a rune word. I think I did get one two rune word out of that. Yeah, part of me wishes I had gotten tier L and then found a two-socketed sword. But that's okay. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I've got to double check this. Names, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I literally, I mean, it doesn't do me much. It does actually. No, actually, this isn't a bad. This wouldn't be a bad combo for me. I actually got Tal Eth, which would allow me to make stealth. That's actually a pretty good one for me for a caster, because it would allow me. It would do plus 15 max stamina, plus 6 to dexterity, which is okay. Reduces my magic damage, gives me a poison resist plus 30%, and faster, 25% faster run walk, a 25% faster cast rate, and faster hit recovery. So right off the bat, we got a pretty decent rune word to put into some armor. Duders, have a great night, and we're not going to be going too much longer. I did start a little bit later, so we're going just a little bit later tonight, but you have a great night. Thank you for being here as always, and I hope that you have a good night's rest. So I just need two-socketed body armor, and then and we've got a decent starting rune word right there. It'll be interesting to see what rune words, because I'm sure there's new ones that like can go for that are gonna be really good for the Warlock. I am not going to loot rune. I'm not going to rune farm. There's no need to rune farm yet. I'll get that minor mana potion. I'm telling myself that as much as I'm letting everybody know. I can't even use Tal Eth yet. I've got to be like, and that armor I wouldn't be able to use till 17 either, so it's not a big deal.
Well done.
We're gonna use that. I mean, yes, I know.
When I fled them.
Arctic furs, blah, blah, blah. But there was some stuff on there that I really... There's some mana... Anything that's going to boost my mana is going to be a good thing. Oh, was that socketed? It was socketed. What do I have for... What do I have for gem? Shields, fire resist. Shields, 8 defense. Cold resist. All resistances. There we go. So I want to take... We're gonna put a point in there. And that will cover that. Get our life up. And then continue. No, tuna. No. Why should I? Fine. Come here. Shut up. No. God, no, no. You being grumpy. You don't. She gets attention too. Grumpy boy. And no, these are her treats. You ate the ones that I put on the floor for her earlier. Dude, this grumpy boy actually does get under the couch when we got the recliners up and has almost gotten guillotined a couple of times. He's asking. One thing I do think that we are going to do differently this time around, I promise you this, is I'm not going to do much in the way of offline grinding. and I know this is gonna probably make for the most riveting shit ever, but we are gonna grind. Gonna play all the way through, including all of the loot and item grinding will probably take place on stream. So if we're having to grind runes, we're gonna grind them on stream. I'm not gonna do like I did last time for this playthrough, and not gonna do offline extra grinding to try to get it done and out of the way, unless I get to the point where I'm getting extremely frustrated and just want to end it all. +2 to strength and +5 to mana, we'll take that. So yeah, get ready for probably a really long slog, but worth it, because this, honestly, having a new character does mean, like, it's kind of like the game's new again. Yeah, until we hit like night 65 on the Warlock, yeah. But dude, even hitting that many nights on the Warlock, I was doing a lot of offline grinding. You know, there was runs to Countess to try to get the runes to make the last mosaic that I was grinding. There was a whole, it was nonstop. So like, I'm now, does that mean that it's going to stretch things out? Yeah, it probably will stretch things out even more, but I really want, like, it was so cool to get this, that, or the other thing that I was really looking for offline, but at the same time, there was that feeling of, man, I wish I had been streaming when that happened. I've said that plenty of times now. See, I want to see what that book is. Levitation Mastery and Demonic Mastery. That's actually not bad. The Levitation Mastery is my weapon. I wish it did offer me some points to I wish it was offering me, you know, obviously wish it was going to the good stuff. The really good stuff. Oh, the attack the attack animation with the weapon is absolutely hysterical. You know what I equate it to is, you ever watch what was the, it used to be you know, okay, it reminds me of somebody flinging a yo-yo. It literally reminds me of somebody flinging a yo-yo, the way he kind of like flings his weapon and it comes back to him. It looks like when you used to do like try to do walk the dog with a yo-yo and you'd flip it out like underhand almost and then want it to come back to you. That's what it reminds me of.
Good evening.
You know, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it kind of does that too. The conducting bit, yeah, I can see that. Actually, hold on. We're gonna give her that bow. She can use it now. Also, I do think, you know, one thing to think about, Marcus, that's going to make this go better is, if you remember, one of the reasons why there were so many nights before we got to the grind of the on the assassin playthrough was, remember, I made it all the way to like hell the first time, I think it was, and started over. Remember when I started over because of the fact that I was playing online, which was not the best way to do it. We found out that was not the best way to be doing things, and then shut down. That restarted the whole thing from the ground up. So it's Warlock. You cannot switch to old school graphics, right? Correct. Warlock is not enabled for the original. You cannot switch back to the old D2 classic graphics. The only one it's only if it's an if it's an expansion character. And I know that we still need to clear that cave out, but what I'm most likely going to do tonight, because it is getting close to time. Honestly, I have not been in the gym. I'm gonna be in the gym, back to the gym next week. I legit last week I don't know if I got the stomach flu or bad food poisoning. I was actually out sick last Friday, and I was sick most of the weekend, and today is the first day that I've been able to eat something, to eat food and not end up bloated like a freaking balloon. Like, literally not. I recovered from the worst of it, but I was so, it was bad. I'm not even gonna get into the gory details, but it was bad. And I'm finally mostly recovered. So I already talked to my coach. He said, you know, don't push it. And so we're going to get back to it next week. All right, Marcus, have a great night, man.
Welcome, Viking girl.
Thank you for the follow. That's a pretty funny name.
I am overburdened.
All right, let's go hit. We're gonna hit the teleport, or we're gonna hit the pad, and get the. We're gonna get the waypoint, go back, sell our shit, and that's gonna be it for them. It's a good stopping point. We still got to do the pit, but I'm not gonna try to run that. I mean, it doesn't take long. Maybe I will run it real quick just to get it out of the way. So we've run it for this play, for at least once in normal. Maybe we'll get, it may be a good time to do it. It might get us some good loot. We'll do it real quick because I think it only take about 10, 15 minutes. Let's go back. And
Yes. Yes.
Greetings.
Grab a couple of heals.
You have risked your life.
Oh yay, a blue ring that gives me fire resistance. How useless. I just want to make sure we definitely got the waypoint for the outer cloister, so that way when we get back here on Friday, we can just push right through and kill Andariel. Definitely switch to the experience shrine.
Not enough mana.
Mana potions. I'll also take the rejuvenation pots. Some new stats. Let's see. Eldritch. I bet you, I'm gonna be real here for a second. I bet you there's a ton of people playing this game right now that are basically running this exact same type of. I'm not gonna say build because I'm gonna try to make this build as much my own as I can. But running this similar, oh, Ring of Fire is goated. Let's just run through and blast everything with it. I mean, you're kind of, unless you're gonna run a pet build, I guess that would kind of be the strategy.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Alright. Let's go back. Let's see what we got. Let's get the loot identified.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Let's see. Lightning resist. Oh, see, he's got. Yeah, I can put some more. Chargeable. No, maximum damage. I'm not worried about. That's. I mean, it's worth money, but. I don't even use those really. Grab that. What are these gloves do? +2 to dexterity. Yeah, we'll swap those out. Better armor. And +2 to dexterity is kind of handy. Starting with 4, I'm loving it so far. Never played an overhead game like this. Dude, Buzz, honestly, these have been games that I can sit and chill with and just enjoy playing. And I got back into this one. Diablo 4 is okay. It's getting better. Like the stuff that they're doing with it now is bringing it back to what more into what like this one is. The ARPG line, they're so much fun. They really are fun. And when you start playing around with different combinations of skills and gear and builds, it becomes even more fun. Like I love it.
What can I do for you?
want a game I can play that when I got bored of my main games. That's fair. That's 100% fair. Let's see. I really wish that I was getting some sort of mana, like a more mana amulets. But this is 100%, like I can sit and play this for a long time and not really get bored with it, simply because I enjoy the grind and loot farming and seeing what kind of cool shit I get. Can it be frustrating? Oh my god. Blood Necro right now, it's awful, only level 12. I didn't play a Blood Necro. I've actually played the Rogue in Diablo 4. When I played it, when I did my playthrough, I played Diablo 4. Dude, Diablo 2 really, like you felt when you got that item or that loot that you really were grinding for, it felt really good. Or when you got that drop you didn't expect. I gotta be honest, there was 2 sets of gloves that I ended up having. I didn't use that I could have used to finish off the assassin playthrough. One, and honestly, I think they're gonna be one's gonna be a set of gloves that's gonna be really good for this character. Especially with the fire magic, was basically a set of gloves that added a whole bunch of fire damage, put some had a chance to cast X. I forget what it's going to be called. I forget what the spell was called, but it basically weakened an enemy or whatever. It was something weird, really. I had never seen it before. And it also reduced their fire resistance. So, like, it literally could break immunity to fire. And those were really good, but there was another set of gloves that I had that was basically minus 50 to enemy to defense on the enemy every single hit, with a kick-sin that was already, like, blazingly fast. And, like, the reward and how uber I felt when I finished that assassin playthrough the other night with twin mosaics with those weapons, it felt so good. When I went in and spanked all of the ones, like killing the ancients and was just so freaking satisfying after the number of times I died to them I had died to them before. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm barely taking damage, so that's enough to... Yeah, no, you start playing with it over time. I think that anybody who plays these games the first time, if you're doing it blind and you're not going and looking up somebody's guide, good. Because there are an infinite number of guides and builds and everything out there on how to play these games that basically maximize... They minimize the amount of effort you put in. They maximize your stats in everything, but they also end up minimizing the amount of fun and discovery you can have playing these games. It's one reason why I think it's super cool that they have this new class out, is because now I can play a class that, yes, I 100% facts. I will say, and I'm going to exit here, guys. This is going to be it for gameplay for the night. Legit, as soon as this came out, you did that on Elden Ring and it ruined it. Oh, dude, seriously, 100%. Like, if you follow a guide, for Elden Ring, yes, I will nowadays. I played through Elden Ring. If I was to go play it again, I probably would use some sort of guide because it would just be handy. But and it would help refresh my memory in case I forgot something. But my first full playthrough of Elden Ring was 100% completely blind, and I'm so glad that it was. I did get some help from community members, but I did not look anything up. In fact, I did not use a meta build. I decided to play whips only, and it was trial and error to get that good. This playthrough with this Warlock, there were videos out day one. There were guides out day one from big creators who got early access and were able to put together a whole bunch of stuff to get eyeballs on their thing, on their content. And I will say straight up, I am I'm partnered with Ubisoft. I'm partnered with Funcom. I've gotten early access to games. I've gotten early previews, and I've said some, I've talked about the games and whatnot, but I really am not a fan of that the moment that something new drops or whatever, there's already guides out. There's already how-tos out. And you use those. It kind of has spoiled gaming in a lot of ways because it ruins that sense of discovery. So with this Warlock, one of the things that I said, and I said it the other night, I created the Warlock, I deleted the Assassin because I'm doing everything offline and solo self-found. I am not going to look at a single guide. I know rune words. I have an idea of rune words. I'll do the research myself, but I'm not going to look at a guide on how to do the build. We're going to trial and error this. I have enabled infinite respecs. So if we do get stuck, I can respec without just the 3 respecs. And I'll admit to that. I'm playing offline. I don't need to adhere to the online rules. The only thing that I am adhering to is as a solo self-found, so all the gear I have to find only on this character, which kind of sucks because I'd probably make an offline other character to play, but I'm not going to do that. So yeah, it's already a lot of fun. I already have a good idea of what I'm going to do with this character. I already have a good idea of where I'm going to put my points, what I'm going to do with it. But it's really good. It's really good. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope that you all have a good Thursday. We will be back Friday night. We're going to continue on this playthrough. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for just being here. Your time is the one thing that you can't get back, and I choose to spend it here. It does mean the world to me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. If you are new and you've been enjoying watching and you're not following already, please do hit the follow button. And Dylan, much luck on it. May RNGesus be ever in your favor. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. See you on Friday. Take care of yourselves and be good to one another. And as always, thank you for being here. I'll see you all on Friday. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We are going to raid out. If you are on YouTube, have a good night. Thank you for being here.
We'll carry all these memories from the Raiders' Den, though we scatter to the corners of this crazy world we know. The bonds we've built together will continue to grow.
All right, we're going to go raid this nerd. On Buzz, dude, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. I've been on and off and on and off. You take care of yourself, and it's good seeing you. We'll see you in the next one.